It's your boy James with the Stop Being Dirty, Stop Eating Dirty, Stop letting people try to live your life. I'm sorry, I know these are reoccurring messages, like in this particular subject, is because there's too many great people out there, too many beautiful people out there, too many people trying to work on self-healing and self-betterment. Like those kind of people that are really trying to become better every day. And then you have these jerk-offs in the world trying to dictate the way you live, the way you talk, the way you act, the way you move. You need to live your life. And if anyone's trying to live your life for you, get away from them. I must remind you over and over that most people that try to bring you down is because they can't stand themselves. They can't stand looking in the mirror. They don't know how to overcome their issues because they don't care enough to face them. I'm not making fun of them that they go through things and don't know how to handle it. It's that they are too cowardly, the certain people, to face their own issues, so they want to make fun of you and talk about your issues, and you're easy to block. Oh my God. You know what? I don't even want to start this blog with easy right now. I don't want to start this blog. I'm tired. I'm going to keep it $1. Ho, 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 ho. I'm going to keep it $1. I'm going to keep it ho. Ho. I'm going to talk about this NOME joint first. So, NOME Impact. We're getting some announcements. The most recent one, as of right now, when this blog's, being recorded at 6:55 a.m., we just hit back and biceps. We as in just me, because no one works out with me. I'm all alone. I'm all alone. What you call it? So, Hollow and Calico was the last announcement. Prior to that, you got Fonz and Av. That's my favorite announcement so far. I think Fonz and Av is an incredible 2-on-2. I watched Fonz and Av versus Lou Castro and K Shine a few times around that time when that came out. I really thought Fonz and Av won that battle, and I thought that's a great battle. And to be honest with you, I don't revisit 2-on-2s much. Honestly, I think it's the most uncomfortable event to see live. I mean, if you haven't seen it, you're going to see it, go have a great time. I'm talking about for me personally, because the crowd is so crowded. I only went to one 2-on-2 event. It was the one where they had like 19 Team Hami members jump in, and it was like, that was the, B Magic and Chilla versus Briz and T-Top, when he was like the Golden Eye Bar, the Marv 1 and Quest versus Chess and Steams, like that joint. I was there, and I was there about 15 hours, you know what I'm saying, for half of the event. And it's just like, yo, it's because the crowd reaction, the rounds are way longer because there's so many people rapping. And I think I still have to say this, I really like the 2-on-2 battles in a smaller setting, because if you remember, it was like dirty, when the dirty things were going on with the world, around that time is when the Av and K Shine went around. They had the Caffeine Studio, at least I know it was around that time, so there wasn't too much crowd to like really cut off so many bars. But when the crowd is there, it's like, come on. So I'm just saying that plays a role in me enjoying the battle more. Anyway, I was long-winded for personal preference. Who cares? So as far as this, so you got Fonz and Av, dope. You got Tay Rock and Geechee, that's cool. Calico and Hollow, that could be fire. Queens, Hollow, what up? As far as speaking of Calico, I heard Calico say something about he gave ARP his price for Show Off. We might be getting a Show Off versus Calico, which I think, how y'all feel about that? As far as this NOME Impact, like I was saying, like I think the card is turning out to be cool. I don't like that they're not announcing matchups, but because that gives me a bad feel. I mean, I know we have some time until the event. It's like a little under a month, but I feel like you should announce one full battle. You should have announced the headline, and so we have at least a headline to talk about, and then you start adding in, how you're doing it now. We should have at least got the headline. What's worrying me is that I feel like they're only giving half battles, like they're only mentioning one team in each battle to get you hyped for all these big names, because I feel like maybe the other half of the card is more mixed up in new guys that they're pushing, and whoever it is that they're pushing. I haven't caught up on the event where they have like the solar flares in the foots, and I have to get up on them. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to keep putting the camera on like, oh, I don't know who that is. I don't though, but I have to get more in tune if this is who you are else pushing. Can't just be on here every day. You know what I'm saying? Not having an opinion on dudes and just talking about their dirty names, which are pretty dirty. Foots and solar flare. I don't know what either one means. I know one of them is a foot, and then the other one, maybe he raps like a scientist. I have to really get in tune with this. Like, I don't know. What are they even saying to this guy? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll get your toe jammed. I'm an athlete's foot. Like, trash, God. So my problem with no impact is the NOME part. You have the word NOME in it. And that's my big issue. When you hear NOME, you hear, you know what I'm saying? It's like when you take your girl out and if you pull up to like, I was gonna say Red Lobster for a long time though in my life. Like Red Lobster was a big deal. Like, yo, where you wanna go for your birthday? Red Lobster. Like that was a big deal. Red Lobster is not that cheap. You know what I'm saying? So it was but I'm talking about, it's just like, say like you really like the sizzling bourbon chicken and shrimp from Applebee's. That's like the only thing I get from there. And like, say like you go, you know, after the movies, before the movies, on some regular, yo, I feel like cooking tonight, baby, you want to go to Applebee's? Yeah, sure. That's all fine and dandy. But then, you know, birthday comes around and you're like, hey, babe, where you going? Where you taking? Girl's like, hey, babe, where you taking me? It's like, Applebee's. It's like, what? We could do Applebee's anytime, anywhere. Like, why are we doing Applebee's for this special occasion? So it's like, you know, NOME is a special occasion, and you're giving me Applebee's, and I do like the sizzling chicken and shrimp, but it's my birthday. It's NOME. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want surf and turf. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to go out for like some Latin cuisine right now. I don't want, you know, I want to go to like a rooftop in Manhattan. Like, you're not giving me rooftop vibes. You're giving me like, you know, this is only to-go restaurant type food, and I'm not with that. Like, you know, see, that's not, I'm saying I like the card, but I don't like the name. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's okay, it's a 2-on-2 event, cool, but why are you calling it NOME? I think that's my big issue with it. Other than that, we all gonna be in tune for the card. And it is what it is. When they start mentioning matchups, we're gonna easy to block. I didn't want to have like a main focal point of this entire blog being about Eazy, because I'm honestly tired of talking about him. You know what I'm saying? I want to get back to talking about how dope his battles is, and like the, you know what I'm saying, like looking forward to shit like that. You know what I mean? Like all the mishap talk, I'm over it. But but with that being said, let's get negative, right? No, I'm just saying, bro, where's Reed Dollars, bro? Where is Reed Dollars? In the midst of all this talk, people backing out, and this guy, and where's Reed? Where's your headliner? Where's your headliner? Where is he? Because let's look at some factors here. You know what I'm saying? If there's one thing Eazy should have learned, is talking to people, you know, who run things a little better. You know what I'm saying? Again, if you would have spoke to ARP, you would realize that Reed has been MIA since he's been MIA since he RAN from RBE. You know, from ARP. You know what I mean? Like, he's been gone since. You know what I'm saying? He ran on the plug. He ran on the battle. There was nowhere to find him. You still can't find him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has a bad rapport right now with RBE. I believe. ARP, if he says differently, but from the last I heard and I seen, and I know, it ain't good. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do the battle he's supposed to do. I'm not sure if he gave bread back, but I know he has bad business. And ARP was giving him a push, respectfully, a way bigger push than you can give him, just because you don't have an entire league budget yet. You know, I wish the best for whatever you're trying to do. If you're really trying to go past this event with your league, I'm not trying to play you. Let's not get oversensitive. But RBE has a bigger bag than you right now. And, you know, with that being said, they were giving him a push with him knowing that bag is there, and he burnt that bridge. So imagine what he would do to a battle that might just be a one and done. That's all I'm saying. He also doesn't have, you know what I mean, relationships with Smack anymore. He went on the internet and voiced, you know, you just got to watch out for things like this. What about the Rosenberg Raw versus Reed Dollars battle? There was so much bad business behind that. They took the battle off of the internet. It happens to be back now. Around the time when I battled Cicero, like, what was that, like a year ago when I called that dirty? You know, I only come back to cash 30, so you know how I do. Nah, I'm saying that was like a year ago. And like, I know they wasn't up because I was talking to Raw at the event. He's like, yeah, such and such, such and such. Now it's up, and they changed his name from Reed Dollars to Greed Dollars. Please go and text in Rosenberg Raw versus Reed Dollars and see the name that they have. Greedy Dollars or Reed Dollars, something like that. Like, it's crazy, violated because of bad business. You know what I'm saying? Rumor has it he doesn't have a good rapport with Stiz either. All I'm saying is sometimes you got to check people's resume before you hire them for the job. The last thing I'm gonna say about that is maybe you do have a better rapport. You and K Walker are cool, and K Walker and Reed seem to be pretty close. But at the end of the day, because I'm mentioning K Walker, he jumped in my tweets. This is the last thing I want to say. I said, why is Reed Dollars not promoting this card at all? K Walker says, nah, homie, he posted on his gram. I go to Reed's gram. No, there is not. And I responded to K Walker saying, no, there isn't. There isn't one post about it, actually. And if you're talking about he posted a 24-hour story that disappeared, well, I guess I missed that 24 hours. But I was like, before I even made the blog for this, because why would you post a disappearing flyer for a big battle coming up, a headliner versus the hottest in the game right now, Easy to Block? And then I go and check Reed's Instagram right now. And Reed is doing what battlers who think they're going to make it in the music industry usually do when they have a big battle coming up and it's promote their music. It's like, yo, I want to see what Reed is saying about Easy to Block Captain. And in his story, he has, yo, the first artist to hit me, I'll do a feature with you for like a Philly cheesesteak and $7, like whatever the fuck that was. And like, it's just, listen, man, I'm making jokes and I'm not really trying to play Reed. What I'm trying to say is, I hope this, like, if Reed messes this up, this is a big issue. Now, of course, Eazy could fill that spot right there, but it's gonna be like, come on, bro, last minute headliner, like, this is crazy. This guy's card will all go to shit, and I hope it's not. But where's Reed Dollars? Eazy then responds to my tweet and also says, nah, he did post something. No, he didn't. Not for, like, if you're really happy with a 24-hour post that when you tell someone, no, it's on his gram, and I check his gram, it's not there, that does not exist, homeboy. Yo, he did post 6 days ago, it disappears. Like, what? And he says, oh, but they got a face-off coming up. Okay, then all this will be done once that's actually true. But as far as right now, there is zero promotion at all. Your card is coming up soon, and the headliner for your card has not spoke on it one time. He's over here giving out features for the first 4 people that hit him up. Check the resume before you hire people for the job. Hope the battle goes down just because I'm looking forward to the battle. I want Eazy's card to be successful. I'm just saying. But let me know what y'all think. Could Reed be trustworthy? Do you think the issue with NOME is the name? Do you not care about, the Reed situation, the name of NOME? Are you hyped for it all? Let me know, man. Subscribe to the channel, hit that like button. Salute to everybody who rocks with me, rocks with the channel. Yo, by the way, before I go, salute to homie that see me in Manhattan recently. I actually seen like 3 fans at gyms that day, supporters, people who just rock with me. And he was like the 3rd of that day, and it wasn't because of this reason. I'm just saying it was a great day, running into so many supporters, like in the same day. That was pretty fire. I see people all the time, but in the same day, that was pretty lit. But I seen, homie came up to me, kind of caught me really off guard, and like, you know what I mean? Like, he put his hand out, and I kind of like hit him with one of those, because I honestly thought he was the way he was dressing with this white woman, I thought that he was like, they was trying to sell me something. I'm like, no. And then he's like, yo, love, man, stop being dirty. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, come back, homie, you and the white lady, y'all cool. Nah, man, sometimes you just catch people off guard, you know what I mean? Salute to him if I came off any standoffish way. I just, you know what I'm saying, it was the end of my shift, and it was, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a human being. And maybe I'm overthinking it, and I was perfectly fine. You're gonna be like, nah, everything was good. It just, sometimes I can overthink. Salute to everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody knows that I am approachable. I'm one of the funnest, coolest people to come in contact with in battle rap and in general, you know what I'm saying? I'm always down to talk some shit, talk about fitness, talk about life, talk about women, talk about kids, talk about whatever y'all want, because I love y'all, and without y'all, there is no me, there is no us. So, 14 minutes, damn, I shut up already. Subscribe to the channel, stop being dirty.